Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to online battle number 3, where I brought uh, this kind of build, 4 units of Thurio spears, 4 units of hoplites and 4 units of Gemma spears. For general I choose Pergamonese nobles, and on flank I have 2 units of citizen cavalry. I'm playing against Sparta, as you can see. So here you can see I'm trying to outflank them. Maybe my opponent said that he's new, and I tried to exploit that, I guess. And yeah, I tried to maybe get behind his line, but here you can see he will try to counterattack with his citizen cavalry, but I have 2 units on the other flank, so I can just easily attack his mercenary Cretan archers and Rhodian slingers. So yeah. So here I'm moving my cavalry up the flanks to attack him. Here you can see he's a bit kinda confused what to do. I charge with both of my cavalry units into his citizen cavalry one, and they'll get pretty easily wiped out. So I here try to attack him in the front because I was afraid that he might bring these Royal Spartans and his hoplites. As you can see, some of my cavalry came here to Royal Spartans, and from the other side I attack him with the other 2 units. So here you can see I ordered my trio spears to throw some javelins at his skirmishers. So yeah, cavalry fight. I have no idea which one of mine. So he pulls. At this point I just take my cavalry to take down his skirmishers. He moves his hoplites a bit forward, and yeah, as you can see, he basically brought what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units of Spartan hoplites, and for the general unit heroes of Sparta. So that's basically his build. So you can see I'm kinda running, trying to maybe here and there trip some mercenaries, or you can see I'm charging with my cavalry into his skirmishers because they could be potentially dangerous for my hoplites and spears. Here I order my 4 units of trio spears to attack his Royal Spartans. You can see we killed 5 of his men, and yeah, they're going to fire a bit more. Although at the end he said that he was just trying some builds, and I screwed him because I brought like those trio spears which act like skirmishers. So yeah, you can see here I'm firing at his Royal Spartans because they're in hoplite wall, and those aren't that good against what's the javelins and fire I guess. So you can see here firing killed his citizen cavalry. Wasted some javelins. So you can see his skirmishers are dead at this point. I'm going to fire with my trio spears a bit, and he tried to kill his general. You can see this unit has quite good armor, so it will take some time before I kill him, I guess. Sure. That was weird, like you can see this guy like just dying in the cheer, man, cheer. You can see I will go with my cavalry here and try to kill his Royal Spartans because they are faced backwards to me, and I think I wiped out 2 units like this, or 1, I don't remember. We'll see. You see cavalry coming, wounded, active. So you can see here my Gemma spears firing at his general. You can see I pulled away my trio spears because I didn't want them to engage in fight because Royal Spartans would wreck them basically. So you can see I kind of forgot and he stopped the charge. so it was kind of lucky for me. You can see Spartans without any sandals. They're too poor. You can see here charging with all of my 4 units of cavalry and his royal Spartans. I pulled them out a bit later. You can see firing my trio spears at his unit, this unit of royal Spartans. I also put my Gemma spears away because he was trying to engage them. You can see I pulled only this unit just to fire at his general, kill him. So you can see here this guy charging into the back of his royal Spartans. He noticed it just at the end, but I think it was a bit too late, so I got a nice solid charge. You can see his general is almost at half of his strength. You can see my Gemma spears firing his general now again, and basically, like you can see, like balance bar is in my favor. To the end, this will be basically skirmishing, and then at the end there will be a little fighting. Then my opponent exits when it's all over, basically. You can see here my cavalry charging into his royal Spartans, killing as many as they can. You can see he's still charging with his units into my Gemma spears. He just doesn't want to give up, so yeah, I think I forgot to pull them away. Right, the last second, basically, I pulled them away. You can see he just basically wants to get me into a fight to kill me, but I refuse and basically retreat every time. You can see here 2 units stayed here. I think they got killed. Yes, they got killed. You can see here my general doing nothing. My guy's charging into his. Basically, I tried hammer and anvil tactic here just to wipe out one of his units. You can see, basically focusing everything into that. You can see my Gemma spears through a valley here to kill these royal Spartans. If anybody will basically count it in the comments, basically write how many times I said royal Spartans, that would be amazing. You can see my guy still firing at his royal Spartans, and heroes of Sparta where is his general. So yeah, at this point, basically, you can see my cavalry charging him. He's not facing me. You can see killing his unit. I tried to do this a few times with this unit. So basically, this unit at this point is quite destroyed. Other units, not so much, except was for his general, which basically got killed because of my Gemma spears. But here's the good thing about Gemma spears: they have good stacks, and they have also javelins. You can see one of my Gemma spears are now without or javelins, or 2, yes, 2. So you can see here, basically my guys out of firing ammo. So yeah, you can see here he get into kind of box, and I'm trying to skirmish, this kind of skirmish, I guess, as much as I possibly can. So basically preparing for a final attack. You can see his formation from up here. Kind of good, I guess. You can see this unit, 53 men left, not that good. Here's 106, 118. Basically, all of those killed. These 2 units, I think, are this unit definitely was killed by cavalry. Mostly, other units basically by the Gemma spears. You can see here I pulled back a bit just for this effect. intimidate, just to run out, as you can see. Basically, I'm here just waiting for his to attack, and yeah, I'm just gonna fast forward. Yeah. You can see my Terrio spears engaging his Royal Spartans. My cavalry, I tried to outflank them, these guys here, but I had so much cavalry, I basically charged, charged a bit into this unit. So yeah, you can see here, cavalry charge, killing these guys a bit. After a while I will pull this unit of hoplites, basically to fight these guys. You can see he's pulling his men there, opening the square. I think I charge these or these guys. No, I charge those. These guys and hoplites are moving in, as you can see. Cavalry too. So yeah, these guys being wrecked. They last for quite some time actually. Here I can see my guys out flanking these guys, and the hoplites coming in clearly. Like at this point, it was pretty clear that I would win. I mean, you can see balance bar is quite in my favor, and I have cavalry advantage, and I can easily outflank them. Plus, I still have a general alive. So here, you can see I tried to maybe kinda outflank this unit here, as you can see. So here his Spartans fighting on both sides. I pulled my general out of the fight, maybe try to outflank them, like with this unit of cav. You can see I pulled my Turio spears out of this fight here because they were losing clearly. You can see I will go back and attack these guys, not those. You can see my cavalry being quite losing at this point. You can see hoplites versus Royal Spartans. So you can see here, basically Royal Spartans kind of wrecking my units. You can also see here that I engaged his Royal Spartans that has already been fighting my cavalry. As you can see here, I pulled my units to prepare them for attack like these guys, and now here they go charging, and this captain leading the charge then stops. You can see his general basically wavering, he will soon, that's it, rout. You can see my general basically helping these guys, killing Royal Spartans to the end. See, they're wavering. My guy stopped because of general present in the life, of course. You can see my hoplites fighting those few guys. So yeah, I saw this small little hole here, but I think, yes, I charged with my citizen cavalry into his Royal Spartans, as you can see. So yeah, at this point it was pretty much over. He basically was just trying to kill as many of my men as possible. I think you can see here I try to engage here. You can see I can basically attack these guys from the flank. As you can see, I'm preparing. I think I didn't charge there. I didn't. Okay. You can see here these guys basically. My guys routing. Cavalry, of course, not these guys here. You can see Turio spears being pulled back from the fight again. So yeah, these are all Spartans, something quite good actually. My Gemma spears doing decent, I guess, not that good actually. But the Gemma spears are actually quite good unit. You can see my guys preparing for any kind of attack. You can see hoplites engaging these two units. Now, I've ordered them to form phalanx, hoplite wall, as you can see. basically waiting with my citizen cavalry and Pergamon's noble cavalry here. I will wait a bit to charge with these guys into here. I think I try to push, or yes, I think I try to push. You can see here desperate charge with these guys trying maybe to make a call for general. So yeah, at this point you can see that these guys here basically engage those 3 units here. My tactic was basically to wreck these 3 units, then charge in those. As you can see, he went here with his Royal Spartans, and I basically charged with my general, try to get some kills here. As you can see, these guys basically exposing their backs to my cavalry. So yeah. As you can see, my guys went into diamond formation with general at the edge. If we take it literally, it was a diamond formation. As you can see here, basically my guys trying to get as many kills as possible. As you can see, I try to do as many rear charges as possible here. I try to hold out with 2 spears long and try to get as many kills with them as possible I can. So yeah, here basically, yeah, Legend of Total War is playing character survival evolved. Unexpected. I forgot to set my. As you can see here, basically his Royal Spartans getting wrecked, basically being destroyed slowly but surely. You can see these guys being destroyed here, these guys here. So basically, the only unit that is still kinda attached, I guess, is basically these Royal Spartans. As you can see, I'm not that courage to attack with my general because I was afraid that he might get killed and basically mess around and lose this battle. So as you can see, his men dying here. You see a lot of Gemma spears dead, some small amount of number of Royal Spartans, but Royal Spartans are actually a very good spear unit, one of the best in the game. Like, they have quite good stats. If you're using Sparta, you definitely have to bring these guys. As you can see here, my general trying to get some kills. I think I won't do any, rear chargers anymore, so yeah, maybe one, and then end it. Let's see these guys looking nice in the sunlight. In general, will expand Pergamon into Sparta. So as you can see, his guys not being killed that fast actually. You can see his units were killed at this point. I basically pulled my unit around just to pin his units a bit more. Here, try to outflank them a bit, maybe lower their morale. You can see my general moving a bit. Not that much happening after this point. You can see I try to outflank his hoplites as if I can. My general here charging into the rear again. I used Warcry and Intimidate to lower their morale. You can see his units here basically being wrecked. You can see most of them, just half of them alive still. You can see using here square formation to try to survive as long as possible they can. And here goes another. No, it didn't go. Basically at this point we said GG to one another and my opponent actually left the game. I would easily could win this. So yeah, as you can see, statistics. These two you can see my guys. Firstly, my cavalry doing quite good actually. My infantry not that well. General, mediocre. Then you see these 4 units wrecked. It basically killed most of my men. So yeah, I, yeah. You can see I basically won here because I had numerical advantage. So yeah, like and subscribe, and yeah, King of Pokemon out. Bye.